Hello, good morning and welcome to the Dutchin channel. It's Tuesday the 26th of March 2024 and it's just gone 9 in the morning, and we're going to do the form selections today for Newcastle, and I've already done Taunton, so that'll be uploaded when you go on there, and we've got a couple more meetings after that to do. So we're going to start off with the first race at Newcastle today, the 2:35, where 5 go to post here for a handicap hurdle. And our top selection is Into the Sunset. So that's number 1 selection for us, Into the Sunset. We will go into Matchbook, where we'll do the prices from today. And again, the over round there is okay, actually. It's 101.45, but they progressively get worse as the day goes on. So keep an eye on that. And Into the Sunset is currently trading at 5.8. So stakes of £17.24 would return you £100. And our second selection there is Polisud. And Polisud currently favourite at just under 5-4 at 2.24. This would require £44, but we only have £32.76 left in the kitty, so that will be our second bet and our final bet. So Polisud, £32.76. We times that by the price of 2.24, and we would get a return of £73.38. So yes, it would still be a profit, so it's not that bad. And our top selection, Into the Sunset, would return us £100. So moving into the second race at Newcastle, and 7 go to post here, and this is a maiden hurdle. And our top selection in this race is Give Me a Boom. So we'll go back into Matchbook. 305, and Give Me a Boom is currently trading second favourite here at 4.2. So stakes of £23.81 would return £100. And our second selection is Beneficially Yours, which is the favourite, and this is currently odds on at the moment at 1.91. So this will be our last bet in the race, and we can only have £26.19 on that one. I must have hit the wrong number there, right? 26.19. And Beneficially Yours, the stakes would have to be £26.19. We would times this by 1.91, which is 10 to 11. And this would return £50.02, so we'd get exactly our money back. And our top selection, Give Me a Boom, would return us £100. Then we'll move into race 3 of 6 at Newcastle. The 3:35 there, where there is now only 4 runners here. A couple of non-runners, so let's have a check out of that. The 2 non-runners are Fate Champetra and Back by Jet. And Back by Jet would have been our 5th selection, but Fate Champetra would have been our 2nd selection, so we most probably would have been ending up backing that. But it's down to a win only. Those of you who bet like that, that's no each way in that now. That's just straight win. And you'll know if you follow any of my selections, I only do win. If I was going to do an each way bet, I'd rather back 2 horses to win rather than 1 to win and 1 to be placed. or the same horse. So anyway, in this, the 335, our top selection is Hello Judge. So we'll go back into Matchbook. So there won't be any value in this race, I wouldn't think, anywhere. Hello Judge, currently just under 6 to 5 at 2.18. That would require stakes of 45.87 to return £100. And our second selection is Busty Boy. And Busty Boy is second in at 4.4. And we know by the stake that we've got left, we've only got £4.13. So that's our £50 stakes. Busty Boy, £4.13 times the price there of 4.4 would return us £18.17, which is better than nothing. And we got the favourite running for us, Hello Judge, that would return us £100. And then we're going to move into the 405. Got another couple of non-runners here as well, and only 6 go to post. Yep, and we got both of those there. So Impulsive One and Nab Wood. Impulsive One was our 7th selection, and Nab Wood would have been our 5th selection. So not sure I would have backed either of those two anyway. So we'll just change all this to 6 runners. And our top selection here is Rich Spirit. So we'll go back into Matchbook, into the 405. And you can see again by looking here, 102.74 the over round. A Rich Spirit is currently trading as one of the outsiders. They're at 9.6. Stakes of £10.42 would return £100. And Inox Allen is second in at the moment at 3.85. This would require stakes of £25.97 to return £100. And our third selection is Booster Bob. And Booster Bob, this is currently trading at 5.4. The first 2 stake was 36.39, means we've got £13.61. So that's the maximum that we're going to be able to have on Booster Bob. And that's our £50 stake. So £13.61 on Booster Bob at 5.4. This would still give us an okay profit. This is 73.49 in return. And the 2 that are running for us are Rich Spirit and Inox Allen. One of those 2 would return us £100. So now into the penultimate race, the 435 at Newcastle. Again, we got another couple of non-runners here, leaving 5. So we're going to need those. Breakdance Kid and Patch Dream. Patch Dream was our outsider. And look at that, Breakdance Kid was our number 1 selection there. So that's now a non-runner, leaving 5. And our number 1 selection will now be Old Page. So we'll go back into Matchbook, into the 435. And Old Page currently trading at 9. Means stakes of £11.11 would return £100. And our second selection is Yukon Falls. Yukon Falls is currently 3.55. And that would require stakes of £28.17 to return £100. and that leaves us £10.72 in the kitty. And the Grand Vert is our third selection. This is currently trading at 3.95, but as you saw from the last one I just did, we've only got £10.72 in the kitty. So that's the £50 state. We go back into the Grand Vert and we go £10.72 times that by the price of £3.95. That would return us £42.34. So a slight loss of around £8, but we have two running for us. That'll be Old Page and Yukon Falls. One of those would return £100. And into the last race now at Newcastle. This is the 505. All 9 go to post at this stage. And our number 1 selection here is Rivers Corner. So we'll go into Matchbook for the final time. And the favourite here is Rivers Corner. This is currently 13-8, but 2.62 in decimal. And stakes of £38.17 would return £100. And our second selection is Field the Pale, and that is currently second in, or just drifting now, but that's out to 7.2. But we've only got £11.83 in the kitty, so that will have to be our stake on Field of Pale. So let's have a look then. £11.83 on that one, and times it by the SP of 7.2 would give us £85.17 return for Field the Pale, and we would return £100 if Rivers Corner was to win. So that is the card done at Newcastle. We're going to have a recap. We'll go into the 235 first race. We've got Into the Sunset to return £100. Polisud will return the lower amount. Into the 305, we got Give Me a Boom. That would return £100. And Beneficially Yours would be the lower amount. Into the 335, we got Hello Judge. That would return us £100, and Busty Boy would be the lesser amount. In the 405 Newcastle, Rich Spirit, Inox Allen, one of those two would return us £100, and Booster Bob the lower amount. And the 435 at Newcastle, Old Page and Yukon Falls would return us £100, and the Grand Vert, that would be the lesser amount. And into the final race, the 505, Rivers Corner would return us £100, and Field the Pale would return the lower amount. So that's the Newcastle card done today. As I say, I've already done the Taunton one if you want to look at the selections there. But otherwise, we'll meet again tonight in the results show, and have a good afternoon and happy punting.